Hey folks, Chad here with Airstream Greensboro. Now, I don't have behind me a brand new 2024 Flying Cloud. I actually have my personal, pre-owned 2020 Flying Cloud 25 FB Twin. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I've been looking for a 25 front bed twin to buy for my wife and myself. Today, what I want to do is I'm going to start I guess you could call it like a DIY series, a improvement add-on, changes, things that we're going to do to our Flying Cloud to kind of make it ours, to make it easier to use, to make it unique. So today I'm going to do a install and review of the LevelMate Pro. Now I'm also going to do a few other videos that I already have planned, so make sure you've subscribed to the channel so you can see these pop up. Another video we're going to do is on the Waggle. We have a lovely fox red lab who, oddly enough, she looks very similar to this, which is not a lab. I'm sure everybody knows what that dog is, but I can't think of it. But anyway, we want to make sure that when we leave the campsite, the temperature doesn't get too hot in the camper for our Rosie, our fox red lab. And then the other video that I've already got planned that we're going to do is the power watchdog system, as far as the power surge protection and a whole lot of other things. So make sure that you have subscribed so you can see those videos pop up. Now also, what I'm going to do with each of these videos, starting with this first video on the LevelMate Pro, is for anyone who, how should I say this? I'm going to give away a LevelMate Pro to someone who has subscribed to the channel and leaves a comment below about something useful that you found in the video, or thoughts that you have on the LevelMate Pro, or that you just want the LevelMate Pro. I'm going to select someone from the comments and who has subscribed, and I'll reach out to you and I will send you a free LevelMate Pro so you can install it on your Airstream or RV yourself. So let's jump into a review, install, and setup of the LevelMate Pro now. All right, so we're inside the Flying Cloud, the 25, and so I'm going to kind of do an unboxing. I don't have a cold knife or anything. I should have brought a knife with me to be able to open this. So anyway, talking about the LevelMate, so part of why I wanted to get this is I know from, necessarily not experience, but from conversations with you guys, with RVers, the struggle when you don't have auto level to have to level a coach. And there's things that you can do, you know, there's adding the levels on the front and side, which I definitely didn't want to do. There's the little ball level that's on the ton jack. Some ton jacks have it, some don't, you know, and that's not really going to be accurate as such a front, you know, forward position. One of the things I really like about the LevelMate Pro is it actually gives you not just which side's low, you know, which is high or low or whatever, where you need to fix it, but it gives it to you in an inch formula, a number. And we have the Camco, I think is who makes it, but it's the little 4-inch wedge level system that they make, and you can level up to 4 inches. What I like about this is I know immediately just by looking, hopefully, at the app, and we'll see how well it works here in a second, whether or not that's going to be enough to level, or how close I can get to level, you know, within an inch or so, using those wedges, or am I going to need to do something different? And what I also think is cool is once you see where you're planning to park, you get into your spot at the campground, you can see, okay, well, I'm 5 inches, you know, high on this side, or I'm 5 inches low on that side. And it may have you, you know, move your RV forward or backwards or over to one side to try to find a more level spot. And based on some of the videos I watched on YouTube of this, but watching some of the videos, you can see in real time as you're backing your RV in, and say Airstream, and so I'm backing our Airstream in, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see how level that spot is, if I need to move to one side or the other, to try to kind of find a more level spot that I can use our 4-inch wedge, or am I going to need to get blocks out to create a higher level point or whatever it might be. So I got the wrapper off. We're going to open it now, and I will say this is very light. even with the packaging, it's very light. So the first thing is, let's get started guide, and it's going to want me to download a QR code, and I'm realizing that I use my phone to make these videos, so I may have to get my iPad out to set this up so that we're able to have it set up. Now the next thing is just, I guess, the Level Mate Pro. There's some screws there. You know, we've got to mount this somewhere, and from what I can tell, this is battery powered, and it uses a fairly small, alright, some glue, like little gel. This is like a little gel sticker type thing. Yeah, and it's like a little, I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see it on the camera, but it's like a little sticker. I guess you could stick that on if you didn't want to screw it in place. Now, if I remember correctly, you're gonna need a few things to do this install. So we'll need the Level Mate Pro, and we're gonna need the app. The battery's not installed yet, so we need to do that now. And you're gonna need a drill with a Phillips head screw, and you're gonna need some type of level, some way to figure out whether or not your RV's level. So from what I found in the research, and I mean, there's not any, surprisingly, there's no instructions really in here. There's just this card that talks about the FCC statement, and then download the app. So I guess the app is going to tell you, is where you're going to find out how to install it. Okay, so I've got my iPad now, and I'm recording the screen, so you should be able to see this. Hopefully I'll do like a side-by-side here. So we're going to go first to the App Store. And we're going to type in Level Mate Pro right there, and that one, tap Get. So I'm downloading, and of course you can also scan the QR code. Of course, it always has to ask you to log in when you're trying to download an app. Okay, so it's downloading the app now. Now you can also scan the QR code to get to the app and not necessarily have to search. So it needs to use Bluetooth, so we'll click OK. Of course, everybody reads through the terms. Allow while you use an app. I think you have to have that on. And I'm going to turn so it detected the new device. Yes, I want to learn this device. And let me put in my info. Okay, so now I'm registered. I'm going to go to the wizard. So you're going to pick here what type of RV you have. And you can use these on a motorhome. And one of the videos, actually the first video I think I ever watched of the original Level Mate Pro, the one with the blue sticker, was on a Class A diesel, and it was RV Geeks. If you've never watched any of RV Geeks YouTube channel, highly recommend them. Now, it is a motorhome. They have I think a Newmar, but a lot of really useful information just for RVing in general that they have there. So travel trailer, we're going to select travel trailer. Temporarily mount on a vertical surface using the removable glue strips. Okay. Put your tow vehicle a few feet in front of the normal towing position. Okay. So this is trying to find out how good. So now I know why they have these. So this is so they want you to put this in the location that you think you're going to be at. After you're going to install it. And then go check and make sure that you're close enough to it that it's going to read while you're in the tow vehicle. I can't imagine that's going to be a problem on a 25-foot Flying Cloud. But we're going to follow the instructions. Okay, so let's take this over. Yes, I'm kind of handheld now, so this might be a little shaky. I apologize if it is. So where I'm planning to put this Level Mate Pro is right up here. So that's kind of, so right there, so it's kind of out of the way. So I'm gonna stick that right there, like so. And now, I don't have my truck here. I actually drove my wife's car today to save on gas a little bit, but we're gonna go to where I think my truck would end up being, about where I would be if I was sitting in my truck. So got the camper sitting right there. Like, I'm a little bit low on the front. That's just from where it was when I brought it over with the forklift. So I would probably be sitting about right here. Feels about right? Yeah. So I can check signal strength. And signal test successful. Okay, I'm good. And I can remove my temporary location. That's cool. I like that they do that, because you may not, you install it and not realize that it's in the wrong spot. So I'm going to put this back on the tripod. So this is definitely temporary sticker thing, because it had already failed from just walking out the camper, and then to the out that, I mean, just from walking out and to the front, it already fell down. Okay, so now we're going to go next, because we have good signal strength, and we're going to be inches, we're going to be Fahrenheit. So now I've got to measure a couple of things. So I've got to measure from the rear outside tire to outside tire, and I've got to measure from the tongue all the way back to the center of the wheel. Measure from the center of the front jack to the center of the rear wheel. Measure from the outside to outside of the tires, and then put those lengths in there. So let me grab the camera and get a tape measure, and we'll go out and do that. All right, so the next step is going to be to measure from the center of the tongue jack here to the center of that rearmost wheel, and then I need to measure across the two, outside to outside of the tires there. So I'm going to set you here on the ground. I don't know how this is going to look, but this is my first time doing one of these videos, and I'm kind of figuring all this out as we do it. "94 inches. I recommend, even though I just measured the 25 foot, that you still measure your own 25 foot just to make sure that you're getting the same measurements. Okay, so, right here, 94. I had 96 in there. Yeah, it was kind of, so what I measured was kind of from this point to that point over there, but I bet it's 96 from this outside, the outside wall of the tire, because it does stick out, a little bit right there. Because I was trying to figure out, do you measure from here in or from there in? 96 inches feels like it would probably be that measurement, which is what they have preloaded. So I'm going to go with 96 inches. And take that down and hit next. So we're going to see the measurements in quarter inches, wake on motion, reserve front, okay, idle time 1 hour, and label faces front. Okay, so now I need to mark which way the label is going to face, and it's referring to this label here. So on mine, I'm going to install it right there. Right there. So well, up here. So the label is going to be facing to the back. So I'm going to mark that on the iPad. Faces rear. And then this is the part, this is what's really important. So we want to make sure that we're as level as possible with this installed. So I'm going to go through the process now of getting this installed. So I know my camper is already low on the front, and the door to the closet is closing in on me. So I'm going to go ahead and raise this up a little bit. You know, my tongue jack's got one of those small little leveling balls on it. So based on that, I think I'm level. Let's see what it looks like now. I mean, it looks pretty level, which I would want to level this based off of what it looks like, because the ground's sloping, so the front's going to look high. You know, if you're just kind of looking at the distance of the ground there. You're going to want to make sure that you use some way of checking the level on the inside. So I brought with me today a short level. And it's short. You know, longer one would probably be better, but this is to me better than nothing because I had that already at the house. And I'm going to use a little drill bit. And again, the nice thing about this is you don't have to have this perfect. So what I'm going to do is put it right there, mark it, and then do some pre-drill holes and mount it. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've got it installed, and then you do want to make sure that you install it with the arrows facing up, pointing upward, and your power switch is right there also, which is nice. So you can turn that on and off. You know, at some point I've got to pair this to my phone because, of course, I use my phone to make the videos, so I've got to pair it to the iPad. But it's easy to install this upside down, which is what I did the first time, and then I had to pull it back out and install it correctly. So now we've got this in place. So the next step is going to be to get the RV as level as possible. Now I mentioned already that I'm on a spot where from left to right it should be fairly level already. So let's see right there. Yeah, you can see the bubble is right in the middle. Yep. Right in the middle. If anything, maybe a hair to. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And then I am still a little low in the front. You remember that outside bubble made it look like I was level, but I'm not. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to raise the front up a little bit more. Oh, I may have to get the forklift over and bring it up that way. All right, let's see if that was enough to get me level. Let it settle. Nope, I'm going to need to get higher. Okay, let me figure out how I'm going to get higher. I think I've got a board out here somewhere I will find and see and get the forklift over and get the camper up a little bit higher. Of course that happened, that I'm not able to go high enough with just the jack on its own. Oh, right there. That should do the trick. All right, bring this over. Put that there. It's part of why I wanted to do this at the store, because we have things like forklifts to be able to lift the RV up in a very easy manner. I know I'm cheating a little bit because you're not going to have a forklift at home to be able to do this. But when you are setting up to do this, you want to make sure that you do have the ability to get level. So whether it's, you know, having the forklift or being, you know, making sure you have a block underneath the tongue. All right, you have to be up here. Safety first. Take that off, and I'm just gonna back up so I'm not directly under it. So I should be too high now, would be my guess. A shade too high. Now I think this, when it comes to the level mate, Jack's loud. When it comes to the Level Mate Pro, I think this part is what's going to be the most difficult, is making sure you're able to get the RV level before you start the process of doing the level. So I lowered it too much. Okay, let me raise it back up just a little bit. You guys are along for the ride. Let's see how that is. It's a beautiful fall day here in North Carolina. Perfect day to be doing this kind of a project. Okay. We're still a hair high. Yeah, still just a hair high. Hopefully I didn't go too far. Let's see here. I think we're still a hair nose high. The problem is, every time I go out here, I'm not sure which way to hit this button. To go up or down. I think it's that one. Nope. Every time I do it wrong. Alright, let's try that. So up is down and down is up. That makes a ton of sense on a ton jack. Alright, let's see here. Still nose high. All right, remember, up is down. Down is up. Okay. I think I'm going to be replacing the tongue jack one of these days. That one sounds like it might be on its last leg. All right, let's see. It's so close. It's like I'm not doing anything. Y'all are getting to see what this is like real time. All right, up is down. All right, I probably just went too far, but I feel like I'm not going anywhere, so I just went more. Okay. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, I am going the wrong way. Oh my goodness. You guys are probably laughing at me now, not knowing which way the ball is going. The the little level ball. Okay, so now I need to go down is up. All right. I mean, come on. Now we're, I mean, like, I'm getting closer now because I'm going the right direction. I bet y'all are like, you are killing me. You're making me dizzy running around like this. Okay. Oh, that is so close. I think a hair more, and it's going to be level front to back. Remember, down is up. Okay. There's a huge slope from the back of this to the front of this. Okay, that is like dead center there. Now, of course, there's like the door test. So if it's, you know, where you put the door at stays, you're fairly level, and that is what's happening with the closet door. The bigger door would be the bathroom door. So we can put it there and it stays. Put it there and it stays. Right there and it stays. And, you know, open it up and it stays. So that's a good, like, test in the sense of, like, you can feel that kind of movement. You know, if we're on enough of a slope where it's going to cause this door to open or close, you're definitely going to feel that. So that's one test you can do. I know that's like kind of a old school way of testing whether or not you're level. I think the level is a good start, a good place to work with, but then also testing kind of those things that make sense in the sense of whether or not it's level. So, all right, so now we're gonna do the. Hold on, it's done. Started me over. So I guess if you take too long to get it level, it's gonna start over. Okay. Left. Okay, so these are still the same. 198 was what I originally put in. Label faces rear, that is correct. And so now, if your RV slide outs, so if you're, number one, if your RV slide outs, and you would like to set up the Level 8 Pro, compensate for level lean, then extend all of your slide outs at this time. Level your RV using traditional method, bubble level, door swing, etc. Once the RV is level, retract all your slide rooms. This will put your RV in a slightly off position that you will want to return to when leveling your Level 8 Pro at campsite. Step outside your RV, ensure that you are creating, no motion, and tap set. Okay, so I need to get outside the RV. So I don't have slide rooms. I don't have to worry about that because, you know, I got an Airstream. You know, Airstreams have low doors, as you just saw. I hope that got caught on camera. That's funny. Yeah, part of the reason we picked the Airstream was that I don't want slides. I don't want to have to deal with the potential of a slide motor or something like that messing up. The other thing is, especially with a Flying Cloud, now this was a stretch for us from a money standpoint, but we definitely weren't going to be looking at like International or Globetrotter or something like that. But I really like with the Flying Cloud that it has the manual awning. I just like the manual side of things because it's less likely that, you know, things are going to break. So now I'm going to hit set level, and level set successfully. Okay, so I can come back inside. Hit next. Congratulations, setup is now complete. your Level Mate Pro is ready for use. Changes to any of the options you just set can be made in the settings page in the app. You can also relaunch the setup wizard if you would like to repeat the setup from the beginning. Tap show app tutorial to let us take you through the app. Okay, so let's check this out. At the top left corner, there's a user manual there. Vehicle pitch, so this is going to show from front to back. And then roll, so side to side. And top view. Okay, so you can do a top view. Hitch position. So this is something that is really cool. When you are unhooking and hooking up, when you raise the hitch up, you can set that height from when you unhitch from your truck, from your tow vehicle. And then when you go to hook back up and you're finished and you've got your stabilizers up, you can hit recall and it's going to tell you where to put that tongue jack, put the tongue jack back to, so that your truck fits under. That's kind of a cool little thing that they do. Alright, and we're ready to use. So, as you can see right now, you know, it's showing noses down 1/4 of an inch, which is crazy because I haven't moved it since. I guess it's just from rocking. So this is the kind of normal view. I like this view because you can see where the nose is and you can see side to side. And then top down view is going to show you, I guess, all 4 corners. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's just cool how it can do that from that little box. And then you've got your set and recall here at the bottom for the hitch height when you're hooking up and unhooking. So I'm gonna end the video in this portion of the video now. My wife and I are going camping next weekend. So I'm gonna do some more video of us actually using this on the campsite, setting up, hooking up, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll get back into the video in a week. All right. All right, folks, I'm back to conclude the Level Mate Pro video, and you just watched, hopefully, at least however much of the installation video that I did with the Level Mate Pro. And something I can tell you from experience with the Level Mate Pro is this. I don't know how you level your RV. Let's see, where's the sun at? Get that image a little bit better. There we go. That's kind of bright. There we go. All right, I don't know how you level your RV, your Airstream, without something like the Level Mate Pro. The Level Mate Pro is insanely useful, and the reason I say that is Laura and I have taken 2 trips now with our Airstream, and it's right here behind me. We've got it kind of in the spot that we store at. A family friend actually has a really nice RV pad at their house that they're not currently using, so we're getting to take advantage of their really nice concrete pad. It even has power, which is just insane that we're getting the opportunity to be able to use this pad, and I'm very thankful for that. And so I've got the Airstream, our 2020 Airstream is sitting right here. The Level Mate Pro is installed, as you saw in the earlier part of this video, and I just want to show you some of what it can do, how it works. And I'm not going to actually level right to left. We're pretty close, but you'll be able to actually see how easy you can tell where your RV is as far as being level or not. So let's jump into just kind of looking at what it looks like, how to use it, and some of my thoughts on it as well. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I'm inside our Airstream now, and if you don't remember, 2020 Flying Cloud 25-foot front bed, twin bed model. We have a whole video talking about kind of our first forte using it, and actually in that video I used the Level Mate Pro. I don't use the that's incorrect. I don't use it in the video, but for that campsite, I used the Level Mate Pro to go camping. Honestly, I've yet to go camping and not use the Level Mate Pro. But what I can tell you, just from attempting to level the unit before I installed, so in the process of installing the Level Mate Pro, I can already tell you, like, I don't know how or why you would not be willing to spend $100 or so to get the Level Mate Pro and then take that process to install it. So let me show you what I've got ours installed currently. Now I've got the app up. I'm also recording my screen, so I'll be able to show you that. I'll probably just kind of put it beside just like I did earlier. So we've got ours, as you remember, it's right here in our closet. Hopefully that's showing up pretty good. There is a power switch down here that I really like that. That's on the new one. The original one did not have the power switch, and you actually had to take this apart to get the battery or install the battery, but you can actually just turn it on and off right there. That's really nice. And so let's go out to the tongue jack, and I'm going to get the app up so you can see that on the screen and make sure I've got room to put that up. So right now, as we are sitting, and I'm going to show you kind of the spot that we're sitting in. We are right here on this side pad, as I mentioned. Super thankful to have the opportunity to stick our Airstream here, and it's in a really nice location. It feels safe because it's with basically family. We consider this family friend, the family friends here to be family. So it's sitting here, and the pad is actually fairly close to being level as far as left to right goes. It's a little bit low on what I would call the campsite side. So as you can see on the app, we're 1 inch. So I could easily adjust the left to right. I'm gonna set my phone down right there and show you what I use to level our camper and some bicycles. So right now I'm using these curved levelers. Actually, these were kind of left around work, and so I was able to kind of grab them. Somebody just left them or something. So they're not in the best shape, like the little pads falling off, but they work just fine. Now I can go up to 4 inches of lift right here, up to 4 inches at this point. Once I go off 4 inches, it's going to fall off. One of the things I love about the app, and you'll see there, it tells me when I'm going, like if I need to go up 4 inches, it tells me that. And so I know immediately whether or not I can level or not. And I may need to either find another spot or use blocks to build it up and get to whatever it might be, 5 inches or so. And what I like about that is if you are going to use leveling blocks to level your camper, the app is going to tell you how much you need to level. Let me get not facing the camera straight to the sun. The app's going to tell you, so if you're 5 inches off, you know that you need to build up 5 inches with your levelers. If you're 4 inches, 4 inches or 2 inches, whatever it might be. In this case, we're an inch off, so I could level just an inch if I really wanted to. Now, I think an inch personally would be close enough that I would be okay with it. Like, I wouldn't be too concerned with actually trying to level this, right to left. I'm going to be just concerned about the front to back, and that's what we're going to work on now. But if you do decide to use this leveler, you need 2 of them if you have 2 axles. So we have 2 axles here, as you can see. You're going to stick one below each tire, just like that, and then you'll do the same thing on that tire. And then in this case, I got it on the back side, so I'm going to back up onto that. Now, what's nice, if you are in a situation where you have to level by yourself, the app is going to tell you if you go too far, because that can only do 4 inches. So if you get close to 4 inches, or you go over 4 inches, you know you're going to back off of that. You know you're going to fly off of it. And I really like that about that. And I usually have Laura, the 2 times that we've went camping and used this system, I'll have her watch that. Now, I'm still watching the app, so I can tell what's happening, but it's also nice to have a second set of eyes who can yell stop if I'm about to go off of this, so I don't end up shaking the whole camper. So you're going to stick that there, and then you start to back up, and then the app is going to show you. And I'll show you what that looks like just going front to back, okay? So I've got my power tongue jack. You may have noticed this is not the same power tongue jack from some of the earlier videos, and that is because that tongue jack decided to die. And it died right before our trip to Ocean Lakes, and we had to get this one installed so it would work. Now, as I mentioned, I've got the app pulled up, and I need to raise the front of the camper 7¼ inches. So all I'm going to do, and you're going to see it happening on the app as it's going up. So let me go right there. So So we're going up, and you're gonna start to see that countdown. Yeah, now 6 1/4, 6, 5. And so I'm just leveling the camper by watching the app do its thing. So now I'm 5 inches, 4 inches off. Three and a half. Two and a half. I probably should have started a little bit closer. 2, 1 1/4, 1 3/4, 1 1/2. And there we go. And I'm, wait. Yep. So now I'm level. That was that easy to get this camper leveled front to back. Now, as you can see, there's quite a slope on this pad that we have here going down. So it's kind of crazy to see the Airstream that high up, but it actually is level. And I'll show you that it is level, but you can kind of see in the house how much difference there is in the foundation there, how much higher the foundation is there versus as you go up. So it looks kind of weird. It almost looks like it's too high in the front, but let me show you inside that it is in fact level. And we can see that as far as front to back. So if I take the bathroom door, I feel like this is one of the easiest ways to check for level. So take your door and move it to a spot and see if it stays. So it stays right there. I can move it even there and it's going to stay. When you're not level, the door will actually close on you. And that can be side to side too. So that's a great way to figure out whether or not you're level. So kind of to really conclude this video, at some point I'm going to do a full like actual campsite leveling video, as well as just kind of the basics of what you need to know when it comes to camping for the first time. Okay, so it'd be like probably like the 5 basics, like leveling, hooking up, all those kinds of things. With the Airstream, I'll probably do some stuff with the awning and things like that. But for now, what I want to say is the LevelMate Pro is 100% worth the $100 or so that it costs on Amazon. And I'm sure there's other places that you can get it. We don't actually carry this at our store. So I had to buy it on Amazon, and I bought this myself. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said that I would give away one LevelMate Pro to one of my subscribers and someone whose comments below in this video. Now, I'm not going to ask for anything from you outside of your address or an address that I can mail it to you. I'm going to cover the price of the LevelMate Pro and the price to mail it. So if anyone tries to get you to send them money to get the LevelMate Pro or any prize, that is not going to be from me. Any prize that I give away, I'm going to cover shipping and the cost of the prize, and I will send that to you. So make sure you are subscribed to this video and you have commented below. Once I pick someone, I will post that I've picked someone, who it is, based on their YouTube name. I won't put their actual private information in there, but what their YouTube name is, I'll pin that as the first comment. So you'll be able to see that someone did in fact get a LevelMate Pro mailed to them for them to use themselves. Now I'm gonna link below a link to go buy a LevelMate Pro from Amazon. If you'd like to do that, feel free to click that link. Amazon, it is an Amazon affiliate link, whatever that is. Hope you're having a great day. I hope this video was helpful, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.